So we start out by doing something called pulling down the heavens. You're reaching up, breathing in, breathe out. Breathe in with your abdomen goes out, breathe out, pull in your navel, breathe in, breathe out. All right, we're going to actually, we warm up from the inside. We don't want to shock our bodies. Usually we hold position. Today we're actually going to warm up with pulling down the heavens, which is what this is called. Have your feet a little bit apart. Going to reach up, you're stretching, your shoulder blades are coming up, and then as you breathe out, you want to bend your knees. So you're expanding, look up, your chin up, so you're opening up the front of your body. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. You want to drop your hips down. We're engaging our lower body, so we're bending our knees, dropping our hips down, but our back staying straight up against the wall. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. By stretching, but by bending our knees and dropping our hips, we're engaging that lower body. We're building up some internal heat. We're trying to get the pumps of our bodies going, so by lifting, we're opening everything up, and then compressing, especially by dropping our knees, we're engaging the muscles of the lower body. That's pushing fluids out of our lower body. Up, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. Drop down, breathe in, lifting our rib cage off our internal organs. Now we're dropping it down, we're compressing, we're trying to break up a little bit of the adhesions in our body, get the fluids going. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. One more, breathe in, breathe out. So we have 3 warm-up exercises we always do. We want to open up our bodies so that energy can flow through. Also, we want to get blood going out to our fingertips and our extremities, so we're shaking our hands, getting blood to go out. We're trying to open up the joints of our body. So what we're going to do is we're going to continue to have our hand shake, but now it's because our body's shaking. This is called shake the 9 gates. Our heels are coming slightly off the ground and dropping down. Our knees are soft. The 9 gates are the 9 major joints: hip, knee, ankle, shoulder, elbow, and wrist, upper, lower, and middle back, spine. So we just want to break up any adhesion, get the fluids going. Anytime you want to be as relaxed as possible, and then you're trying to get a little shock wave to go through your body. So if you're if you want to make a sound like that, you know you're kind of doing it right. Okay, now my furniture is bouncing around. So, all right, there. This is a better spot. All right, now you're going to bring your fingertips up and throw the energy out to your fingertips. Now we're going to warm up our backs. We're going to do something that's called fling sleeves. You have long sleeves on your robe. You're flinging them backwards. You're lifting up your hand. You're turning around. It's like you're trying to pick an apple. This other hand comes up. You have a lung meridian here, so you're lightly tapping that. Then you're going to go to the other side. And then, so this is flinging sleeves. We'll just do that a few times. And then the other thing we do is dragon shakes his whiskers. So you're here. So you're shaking your whiskers. Now this hand comes, it hits, like this is for your lung here. When you hit here lightly, that's for your liver. So you're hitting it lightly. So you're going back and forth. So this is, you know, shake the whiskers, fling the sleeves, shake the whiskers, fling the sleeves, shake the whiskers, fling the sleeves, shake the whiskers. Just going to do a few more of these, but the other thing I want you to do is we're trying to build up our flexibility in our middle body. So you want to actually, and you're learning to engage your mind. So what you want to do is you want to turn and pick a spot on the wall all the way around if you can. Otherwise, if you can only look at, you'll have to pick two spots if your flexibility isn't there yet. So you want to focus on that spot. Same thing, same spot when you go. So we'll just do a few more, 5 more. 1. So pick that spot, focus on the spot. Want to use your mind as well as your body while you're doing these. And then 1 more. Fling the sleeves, fling the sleeves. Okay, and the last one is we're trying to open up the spine, plus stretch our meridians, open up our energy meridians. So we're gonna, it's called crescent pose. We're gonna get our spine into a C shape. Be careful if you have any kind of disc problems or back problems, so you can just stretch a bit. Also, if you have any shoulder or rotator cuff problems, what we're gonna do is we're gonna reach for the wall, reach for the ceiling, and then we're gonna push a pin in that wall over there. So then we're coming around, so we're breathing in. We want our back, we're not twisting, we're arching, getting our back to go. So we want to keep our shoulders against the wall on the back. So opening everything up, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. You can push both ways, but you still keep you don't twist your shoulders. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. We can do 1 more, and then breathe in, open everything up, and then relax, breathe out. All right, what we want to do is we want to keep flexibility in our rib cage. We want to see if we can get the bones and stretch the area around the sternum, and at the same time we want to open up the meridians here. So what we're going to do is we're going to do something called we're trying to get a dragon spine going. So what we're going to do is you're going to look up. Your feet can be about shoulder width apart. You're looking up. Your shoulder blades come behind and back. This is opening up your chest, trying to get the maximum amount of oxygen in, plus we want our rib cage to have flexibility. We want to stretch here, because if we don't, these muscles kind of seize up, so we don't want to walk around like this. We want to have that open so that we have better posture. So, and we will have more oxygenation of our body. So your hands are flipping over, you're looking up. So we breathe in. Now when we breathe out, so this is we're slightly arched, that's our horseback. As we breathe out, we're going to round our lower back, push our kidneys out, pull our pelvis in, and when we pull our shoulders back, we want our shoulder blades, the lower shoulder blades to come together. As we breathe out, we want our collarbones to come together and our hands turn over. So we're compressing. This is our turtle back. We're pushing out our kidneys, pulling in rounding our pelvis. So breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in. So what we're doing here in addition is by doing our horseback and then our turtle back, we're massaging the spine and we're sending spinal fluid up, moving the spinal cord a bit. We're pushing fluids up to our brains, clearing out our brains, solving any problems that we would normally have up there with a little bit of brainwashing. So breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, and then one more time. Breathe in, breathe out. All right, we're going to work on our lungs a little bit, and then what we're going to do some healing sounds. In Chinese medicine, they observe that when you feel an emotion, so you see something and you go, it's so beautiful, or sheesh, you get upset. So you have these sounds which express your emotions. Well, you can use those sounds to get rid of those emotions and to strengthen your internal organs. Let's take your heart. Your heart is your fire element organ. So you feel a lot of passion there. And so what you want to do is there's a negative emotion associated with that, which is anxiety. So what you want to do is you want to build up the strength of your heart while expelling anxiety. So the sound for that is So we're going to breathe in. I want your whole body to be relaxed. You breathe in. Breathe in. Okay, so now there's movements associated with it too. So what you're going to do is you're going to put your hand on your heart, which is on the left side of your body. The color, it's a fire organ, so the color is red. So what you do is you visualize a cool red ball of energy. As you breathe in, you're going to bring your hand up and over. That energy is going to flow down to your heart, cool your heart, and then as you make the sound, you're going to lean, you're going to lift the rib cage off your heart to give it room, and you're going to make the sound. So we're going to breathe in. Breathe in. Trying to calm your heart and get rid of anxiety. One more. Breathe in. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to do one more organ today, which is the liver, which is here. The liver, that's your wood organ, that's green. The negative emotion associated with that is anger. So you want to get rid of anger and strengthen your liver and get rid of anger. So the sound for that is she. So what we're going to do is it's the same movement, but on the other side. You put your hand on your liver, you reach, you visualize cool green jade energy coming down, and then as you breathe out, you expel any negative emotion. So you're breathing in. So you can use that, you can use those two as kind of a little meditative thing for, want to do them for 5 minutes, so you can do this. So you hand on your liver. Hand on your heart. Breathe in. Okay, so those are the healing sounds. There's 6 healing sounds altogether for what we're doing. We'll do 2 more next week. Okay, we're working on the winter. We're doing different movements every season. I think this is like, there's 10 weeks in a season, so there's 5 seasons. I think this is like either 7 or 8 for fall. So we're going to be changing to winter movement soon, but we've been working on something called the Golden Chi Ball. We're just going to do a few movements from that. We're going to do monkey leaps from tree. They all have names. So when you do this, you come up, you lift up like you're reaching for a branch up there, but you don't want to lean forward with that. We're always maintaining our balance. So our knees are bent, then we're reaching up. We're not locking our legs, but we're coming up, lifting our rib cage off. And then if we just come down gently, that's called standing on a boat. That would be breathe in, breathe out. Now you sink down, come up. When you come up, you do your horseback, slightly arch back. And then when we go down, we do our turtle back, which is the kidneys push out, the pelvis goes under, and the knees are bent. We're engaging the pumps in the lower body to remove waste from the lower body and allow nutrients to come in. So this is standing on a boat. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in. Heels come just slightly off the ground, round your back. Okay, so now we're going to do monkey leaps from trees, which starts out the same. You come up, but now you're lifting your rib cage off, and you're gonna just let your rib cage drop down. We're trying to expel waste from the lungs, and so we're gonna also breathe out a little more forcefully. So we're coming up. Breathe in. Breathe in. Breathe in. Breathe in. One more. Breathe in. Okay. The other thing you can do, we're just going to do 2 more. If you bring your hands up, when you drop your hands down, so your horseback, fall into your turtle back, you want to make sure you drop your rib cage on your lungs to squeeze out. We're trying to expel all stale air. But you can also lightly hit with the back of your hands. These 2 points, remember, that's where your lung meridian starts, so that'll push out a little bit more air. So breathe in, breathe in. All right, we're going to work on our lower body once again by going up and down, lowering our waist and our hips. We want to engage the calves, basically. The calves are our 3rd heart in Chinese medicine because it pushes all the fluids out of the lower body. So what we're going to do is we're going to be up a little high, your feet. What you're going to do is you're going to bend down your knees. Are going to tell you when to stop going down. So you're in charge of your body. So you never should feel pain or anything from any of the movements. So if you start feeling pain, you've gone too far. You can feel a little discomfort. That means you're like getting to the edge. You want to push your body a little bit, but mostly you want to be careful. So you want to make sure your hips are going up and down, so we're engaging the lower body, which is strengthening your ankles, strengthening your legs, but also pushing fluids out of the lower body. So when we're up, we're in our horseback, so our shoulder blades are turned back. We're opening up that chest, just like before. We're looking up like somebody's going to throw a ball. When we get to the point, our back is staying straight against the wall, and we're looking up. But we get to the point where our knees say, okay, I don't want to go down any further. You're dropping your hips. Now what you're going to do is you're going to reach down. Now you're going to bend over and like you're catching the ball. Now you can put your head down, but you don't want to drop your head. You don't want to drop your head. You don't want your head to go below your heart because that can make you dizzy. So you're just going to go and you're going to round. Now you're pushing out your kidneys, so you're rounding your back because we want to get that dragon spine going. Going to catch the ball, and then we're going to come up. We squeeze our core and then roll our spine 1 vertebrae at a time. So breathe in, Get as low as you can go, then breathe out. Breathe in. Then breathe out. Look maybe 5 feet ahead of you so you don't drop your head too far. Breathe in. Of course, they all have names, so what we're doing is we're snake rising from the grass is what this is called. So first we have to drop down into the grass, and then we rise up from the grass. So this is using all our turtleback, horseback, spinal, plus engaging the pumps in the lower body, plus strengthening the ankles too. So I'm going to breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, then one more, breathe in, breathe out. All right, we're kind of jumping around. We're doing a set of movements from something that's called the Golden Chi Ball, developed by Zen Wellness. But last week we went through them in order. This week I'm kind of jumping around because I wanted to show you those healing sounds. What we're going to do is the next one, we're going to do the 2 more that are engaging our back and our lower legs, and then we'll see how much time we have left. The other ones are more meditative, so which we can do. Okay, so the next one we're going to do is called Gather the Clouds to Make a Pillow. This one, once again, is we're trying to get flexibility in our neck, our upper back, and open up, get some flexibility in our rib cage so we can breathe better, and stretch the muscles up here so we have better posture. So what we're going to do is it's the same thing. We're going to come up, our hands come over our head like we're gathering the clouds, and then our hands come to the back of our heads, and our thumbs come to our occipital lobes, the 2 bumps in the back of our head there behind our ears. So our thumbs come to there, we're looking up, our chin's up, we're stretching, pulling our collarbones, our shoulder blades, the lower shoulder blades together, and we're looking up, we're breathing in, and then as we breathe out, this is meant to work our upper back, so we're not going to bend over, we're going to just try to sink our chest, and we're pulling our elbows together. We're rounding our upper back so we can get that neck and flexibility in the upper rib cage. Then we're going to breathe in, look up, and then we look forward, and then as we breathe out, come down, we straighten our long white beard. So here we go. So we're breathing in, gathering the clouds, breathe out to make the pillow, breathe in, look up, and then breathe out. Straighten. So breathe in, we're getting our dragon spine going here, getting that spinal fluid going too. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Gonna do 1 more of these. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Okay, that was to get flexibility in the upper back. We're going to try to get some flexibility in our lower back. So we're going to do what's called return to fetal position. So we're going to go down. Actually, your feet are about 2 shoulder widths apart because we're going to bend down. This one you can actually, we're letting you take your shoulders off the wall and bend down. So you're in a fetal position. Try to get it so you can see my feet, okay? All right, so we're here. We're going to come up. When we come out of fetal position, we're going to unzip our jacket. And then we're going to, so we unzip we're here. We come up, we unzip our jacket. do a breaststroke. As we get around behind, our hands become like fists, and we're going to touch our kidneys. We want to always stimulate our kidneys, which is our body's mostly water. That's our water, not surprisingly, our water, organ. One of them, the other one's the bladder. And so we want to keep that stimulated so we can stay healthy. Then as we come forward, our arms are going to, remember I said when we were doing this, we were hitting here. This is our liver 14, so we want to keep our liver healthy. So when we hands come forward, we scrub our ribs, and then we come back forward. And at the same time, now we're still working our lower body, so we're going to drop back down. So we're breathing in, unzip our jacket, come around, touch our kidneys, and we breathe out. We're going to drop back down again. So here we go. Return to fetal position, breathe in, expand, open everything up, horseback, breathe out, drop down, go into your turtle back. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. One more. Breathe in, horseback, touch your kidneys, scrub your ribs, and then drop down into your turtle back. One of my instructors says we only teach 20 movements, we just teach 108 different ways to do them, because these are the main things: opening and closing, getting your body to be an efficient pump to move the fluids around, so remove waste, get nutrients and oxygen to different parts of your body. All right, we only have a minute or two left, so I guess what we'll do is we'll do it's called the microcosmic circuit. What you're doing is you're moving energy around your body. So you're gonna stand, your feet are about shoulder width apart. You're holding a ball of energy. We've just generated a big ball of energy by doing all our movements. As we breathe in, we're going to push that ball through our navel. We're going to roll it up our spine. This is using the meridian system to do this. When you get to the top of your mouth, then you're going to breathe out and roll it down, back down to your navel. So breathe in, go through your navel, roll it up your back over the top of the head to the top of your mouth, and then you breathe out. These are called two extraordinary meridians, the conception vessel and the governing vessel. The conception vessel's in the front. So when you breathe in, what you want to do is have your tongue go to the top of your mouth so the energy can flow through, but then when the energy gets to the top of your mouth, you can drop your tongue as you breathe out and go here. So tongue up. Breathe out, tongue down. Okay, your knees. So you've got your horseback. It's not exaggerated, but you're slightly arched. And you breathe out, you push your kidney back and roll your pelvis under. So breathe in. So horseback, tongue up. Breathe out, tongue down. Turtle back, kidneys pushed out. Breathe in. You want to roll the pelvis under slightly so your head's being pulled up, your tailbone's being pulled in a little bit, so your spine's straight. That way when you're rolling the energy up, it moves more easily up your body. And then breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Shoulders relaxed. You're breathing with your abdomen, so your abdomen goes out. Breathe out. All these movements look very simple, but actually there's a lot of details that go into them, so you remember. Breathe in. Breathe out. We're going to do just 2 more minutes, so if you're good with that, you can stay with that. If you have any kind of blood pressure problems or problems with your balance or being dizzy, you want to stay with that. There's one called the macrocosmic circuit. If you put your feet a little bit closer together, you're going to breathe in. Also, you don't want to put your head, if you have any kind of worries about your balance or your blood pressure, you don't want your head to go below your heart. So you're going to stop here. But otherwise, you're going to come up, breathe in, breathe out. Now you're going to roll that through, but now instead of rolling up your spine, you're going to roll the ball down the back of your legs. If you can reach, you can roll it over your toes, and then as you breathe out, you roll it up the front of your body. So breathe in, go through, over the top of your head, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. So now just the last thing for all these things is when you're not just exercising, you're doing Qigong. So what you visualize, use your intent to visualize the energy, the Qi flowing through your body and following, in this case, your hands. Breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. So you want to visualize, you want the intent of your energy to go there. In Chinese medicine, what they do is your mind and your breath control where your Qi flows, the blood follows the Qi, then the organs in that area become healthier and they produce more Qi, so it's kind of this feedback loop. But you want to use your intent, they call it your mind intent, and your visualization to picture the energy. So we have a ball of energy, you're rolling the ball down the front and rolling it down the back, rolling it up the front. All right, we're going to be able to ask some questions. We're just going to pull down the heavens, and then if you type into the chat, Peggy will relay the messages to me in case you have any questions. We're going to reach up, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. One more time, breathe in, open everything up, and then breathe out. And then body, mind, and we clap because we did something good for us.